Welcome to The Spot, the podcast. Join your boy Double T as we discuss music, sports, entertainment, culture, and so much more. So sit back, relax, and welcome to The Spot.
Welcome back to The Spot. I'm your boy Double T, and I am so glad you guys are here with me. And today on this episode, we are talking about the top 5 best performers of all time. When you think of a great performer, a great entertainer, who do you think of? Who would you want to see live and in person if you could see anybody of any generation live on a set? Today we talk about it at The Spot. Shop Be Sold for the latest trends in footwear, handbags, and accessories, giving you luxury vibes without the luxury price tag. Use code The Spot for 15% off your order. That's www.shopbesold.com. www.shopbesold.com. And welcome back to The Spot. I'm your host Double T, and like I said, today we are doing who is the best performer of all time. Performer / entertainer. And when I say entertainer, I want to focus more on the music side, because when you do entertainer, you could throw in comedy, act, whatever, right? This is strictly music. So I was watching, recently it was the anniversary of Michael Jackson's passing, right? And I'm like, man, they playing the songs all day and stuff. I'm like, man, Mike was a bad boy. And it made me think, I wonder who the greatest performer of all time was. And then the BET Awards came on the following week, that weekend, and I'm watching these performers. I'm like, man, they whack, bro. They pretty whack. I ain't gonna lie. So this is my personal, we all have opinions, right? Opinions are just like, we all got one, right? Now, I want to give you guys my top 5 performers of all time. Not this generation, not the previous generation, of all time, according to your boy Double T. So let's get right into it without further ado, right? We're going to go from 5 to 1. Starting at number 5, Double T's number 5 performer of all time. Drumroll. Prince. Yes, Prince. Now, Prince is not only someone who sings, he dances, he plays the guitar, the piano. I think he plays the drums, the keyboard. You name it, he's on it, right? He is the definition of a musician. Now, Prince was a little before my time, but I do know about the boy. This dude, I've seen clips of I've seen a lot of clips of his shows. I've seen Purple Rain. I mean, who hasn't seen Purple Rain, right? And if you see the performances on there, when I see Prince perform, it's like you go off into a different, I don't know how to describe it. You go into a different place. It's like you're watching a masterpiece being put together. And I love Prince. I love Prince's performances because his songs are already great, but when he performs them, it kicks it up a notch. And to me, that's the definition of a great performer. I love this song, but when you perform it live, oh my goodness. You add all this stuff to it, you dance and you sing, he's entertaining you the whole time. Any dude that would jump off a speaker with high heels on, come on, yo. This nigga's a legend. And there was I read something a while ago, I think this was kind of later in his career, but there were times you would see him with the cane and stuff. That's because he would perform so hard that he was starting to have hip problems. All that jiving and grinding on the stage and stuff. Man, this dude Prince is legendary. So that's my number 5. And we're going to keep it going to the number 4 performer of all time in your boy Double T's opinion. Janet Jackson. Yes, Janet Jackson. She is like the definition of a performer to me. When you talk to, I'm about to say when you talk to her. When you see her, like, you know, when she's not performing, not singing, she's so shy. And, oh, hi, da, da, da. As soon as she hit that stage, bruh, it's like a switch flip in her head. She, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. The dancing, another one who has great music, but when she performs it, it takes it up another notch. And she's the dancing and the way it goes with the music is like, it's almost like she's telling a story, which is kind of what you want from a performance, right? I don't want to go just to see you sing the song, because I could just listen to the song on the radio or on the computer or my phone, whatever. I want to see a performance, right? Janet is giving you that and more. I remember, never forget. Well, we all know the Super Bowl, but yeah. I remember she had an HBO special. This was years ago. Well, years back. And I remember watching it. I'm like, damn, bro, she is killing it. And there's one part, she had like this, I don't know, it was like I don't want to say a cross, but it was like, it looked like a cross almost. And she called and she said, I want to get somebody out the audience. And she's looking and it's like music playing in the background. She's looking. And she just silently points, you. She do the finger like, come here. Ooh, shit. And then the guy comes up on stage. And the guy strapped, and security guards, they give him I want to assume that she knows who she's going to pick, and the person knows before the show. I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe not, right? But anywho, you see the security guards talk to him on the side, like, look, you touch her, you do anything crazy, we gonna fuck you up in here, right? So, anywho, so she gets him, she puts him down on this thing, and I don't remember what song it was. I think it was, I don't know what it's called. I just wanna thank you, ask you, Bruh, she put that on, and she's just all over this guy, just doing whatever, but not taking it there. That right there, I'm kind of speechless thinking about it, for real. Top-notch performer, man. The way she can go from that to dancing to she'll slow it down and sing like a ballad or something. Janet Jackson is that girl. That's my number 4. Now let's go to number 3. Number 3 on Double T's top performers of all time. Now these top 3 were tough. They were tough, but I had to pick in the way I felt. Number 3, James Brown, JB. You want to talk about a dancer, musician, singer, songwriter? This dude. If it wasn't for James Brown, the people on his list wouldn't even be in my top. Everybody stole something from JB. The way he come on, man, the dancing. When I say James, everybody knows James Brown. You start doing the foot shuffle and you grab your belt. This dude would leave it all on the line. Now, Jay Brown was way before my time, but I'm old enough to know that James Brown is one of the GOATs. And go back and look at some old James Brown performances. This dude will be out there killing it. He would be killing it so hard. He would have a nigga throw a towel over him, a whole robe over him. Like, that's it, James, you killing him. Come on, get off the stage. And James would bust out like, oh no, bust out the robe like, no, I ain't done, and give you 30 more minutes. James Brown is that dude. He would sweat his perm out every night, leaving it all on the line. And that takes us to the top two. And these top two definitely have taken from James Brown, without a doubt. So number 2, Double T's best performer of all time, Beyonce. Now, she's the only one on this list that I've actually seen live and in person. How many times have I seen her? Maybe 3 times. Yeah, I guess I'm almost like a low-key Beehive member or whatever, right? Beyonce is one of the greatest performers of our generation, without a doubt. There's I can't even think of anybody right now who's touching her on a stage. She is amazing. I would say, even if you don't like Beyonce, if you go to her show, you would still have a good time. It's just, I would leave the show and she was singing the last song. All right, thank you, good night. I'd be like, dang, bro, it's over. It's so good. Just the songs, and she's singing her ass off, dancing, doing all this other stuff, and then she'll have other people come dance. It's a whole show. It's an experience. Like she said, the Beyonce experience. Incredible. The stuff she does on the stage, the stages she has, the way it's set up is so much put into it. Because, I've been to shows where it's just nothing but a stage and some speakers, and somebody come out, sing some songs, whatever. Just yeah, you can tell the difference between that and, top tier stuff. Beyonce, you are the queen. You are the GOAT of this time. And this is every time it's what else can she do? And she just outdoes it every time. Performance after performance after performance. She just knocks it out the park. If you're going to see a Beyonce concert or performance, she's going to kill it. She's going to kill it. Whether it's a concert, a show, she did the Coachella joint. Out of this world, man. But there's a but. The number 1 person on my list, and you probably already know by now, is Michael freaking Jackson. Michael Jackson is the greatest performer of all time. From the singing to the dancing to the theatrical show, which was a Michael Jackson show. They would have animals on the stage. Pyro is it was like going to the circus times 12. This nigga was so good that he had to leave his brothers behind. I feel like he went to Joe, was like, yo, Pops, I ain't gonna lie, these niggas holding me back, bro. I need to be solo. I need to be solo. Man, Michael Jackson. When you think of a performer, you automatically think of Michael Jackson. This dude, I remember watching, they had these tapes of Michael Jackson performances where he's traveling all over the world, and it would be grown niggas passing out at the show. I don't know anybody right now where you would go to a show and you would pass out. Can you imagine? And back then you saving all that money. Well, we're going to see Michael Jackson. I'm pretty sure them tickets was not cheap. You going to see Michael Jackson. You waiting months and months. The day finally come. You put your Sunday's best on. Grab your guy, your girl. You go. And in the first 39 seconds, you pass out, wake up in the hospital, miss the whole damn show. And it's probably worth it. Passing out, there would be like a sea of bodyguards, huge bodyguards. I'm like, why? I remember watching this. I'm thinking to myself, why is it so many bodyguards at the show? I'm like, well, maybe, it's Michael Jackson. They don't want nothing to pop off. But that's not it. I mean, that was probably part of it. But I think really it was because they was catching grown niggas who was passing out. And passing them to each other, getting them out the stadium. He would walk on stage and his presence was a performance in itself. He would just stand there. Man, he would stand there for like minutes. Just stand there, not say a word. Nothing. And the crowd's going nuts, bananas. Anybody, that's power. You can stand there for 5 minutes and they going nuts. He wouldn't move. He wouldn't flinch. He probably the best at freeze tag. That nigga. Michael Jackson. And it's crazy because you would think like as he got older, it would kind of die down, but it was like he was getting better. Could you imagine if Michael Jackson was alive today with the technology and the things that he could do? Oh my, he would probably really be on the moon moonwalking. MJ live from the moon on pay-per-view. I could see it now. This man, like it's something about, I don't know. It's something about Michael Jackson, man. Like that dude, like I said, I love Beyonce. She is amazing. But if I had to choose who I'm going to see, it's MJ, hands down. The epitome of a great performer. Now, I wonder who's going to be, I wonder how this list will look. I'm not even going to say that long. I'm going to say 5 years from now. It probably be, well, no, that's not long enough. Maybe 10 years from now. Who's added to this list? You know who I really like, who's a good performer? Bruno Mars. Yeah, Bruno Mars is really good. He's solid. He's putting on the show. I think for me, somebody who can like sing, dance, pick up an instrument and play, and then do all this different stuff, who's multi-talented, that's just, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. But anyway, this is my top 5. Prince, Janet Jackson, James Brown, Beyonce, and Michael Jackson. Let me know what's your top 5. You ain't gotta leave me a top 5. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? I'm willing to debate if you want to, because ain't nobody better than MJ to me. So let me know. Follow your boy Double T Spot on Instagram, on Facebook. I might get a TikTok. Everybody on the TikTok, tickety tock. Do some TikToks. TikToks. Y'all know I don't know how to end these episodes. So until later, Jesus. It's your boy Double T. And I'm out this thing, y'all. Deuces.